Hi guys. I was just thinking to myself. By the way, it's Thursday, the 9th of April, 6:15 in the evening. I was just thinking to myself. I haven't slipped up, no. Before anyone was like, oh my god, she's uploading another video. She fucked up? No. Eating fine today. Doing fine today. But I was just thinking to myself. I'm gonna say that like 8 times before I actually get to the point. Yeah. When I was a teenager, like just about to be a teenager, maybe like 12, 13, tween, I moved from like being really close to my school and stuff to moving like a 20-minute drive away, and I stopped hanging out with my friends, not because I didn't want to, just because it was too far to like get there, anywhere near them, and not being able to walk to school anymore or anything. So I ended up eating out of boredom, and I gained weight. I don't know how much because I didn't really weigh myself back then, but I went from being like a size 8 to 10 to being like a size 12. This is UK sizes, by the way, so it was like I went up a couple of her dress size or so, and I was that for a few months, and I was like, it kind of clicked to me that the reason I ended up putting on weight was, one, I wasn't moving around as much. Sorry, did I just get a notification? No, I didn't. And I also was just eating because I had nothing else to do when I got home from school. I would eat bowls and bowls of cereal and ice cream and whatever was in the house. And I don't really know what the point this has, but it just makes me think, I gained all that weight because I literally had nothing else to do but eat, you know? And then when I moved eventually kind of back close to school, I think we were only there for a year or two, can't really remember. I was about 14, 15 when we moved back, and I ended up starting to lose weight, so I started going out all the time. I made a new friend in the new school year who lived like 10 minutes away, so we ended up hanging out a lot and then hanging out with my friends, and then walking to school 20 minutes, walk every like there and back, and then around school, you know, the usual. I ended up losing weight again, but then we're kind of going into basically, I was having panic attacks every night when I was like that age. I can't remember what they were, but I just remember not knowing what they were. So that's the problem with having these panic attacks, is when you don't know what they are, you don't know how to stop them or how to control them or do anything. And I didn't realize what they were until I hit about, I don't know, maybe like when I was in college, so like 18. I didn't realize that's what I was going through the whole time. Literally took me 4 years to work out that that's what it was. But yeah, because of them, one of my main triggers for my anxiety is feeling sick. But one of the main symptoms of my anxiety is feeling sick. It's just perfect. So I would feel sick because I was feeling anxious, and I would feel worse because I was feeling sick, which would then cause the full-blown panic attack, and then I would end up being sick. And they ended up like, it wasn't anything else. I know it exactly now because I can recognize it in myself as an adult. And it must have went on for months and months, and I ended up losing a lot of weight because it always happened at night time, so like maybe 3-4 in the morning, and it was happening over and over and over and over again for months. I think except like on the weekends, I don't know. I think it must have been school related. I can't remember too much now. And I ended up looking so unwell. I was like having jaundice in the face, pale, dark eyes because I wasn't sleeping, and I didn't eat because, when you've been spending all your morning vomiting up stomach bile because there was nothing in there, you didn't really want to eat breakfast. And then by the time I spent so long not eating, by the time I got to lunchtime, because I would feel hungry mid-morning when I was at school, but then couldn't do anything because you're in the middle of a class. So then by the time it got to lunchtime, I ended up not feeling hungry again and would only like kind of nibble on my food, and I ended up giving my lunch most of the time. Like, not all of it, but I would eat like the chocolate bar and the pear that was in it, the fruit, but that was it. I would give away the crisps and the sandwich. Like, I'd give away the sandwich. I think I would eat some of the crisps and then end up just kind of giving those away as well. And then would come home and my mum would put dinner on and I could barely even finish it. Don't even think I could eat half of it, so I ended up losing. I don't actually know how much I ended up losing. I never weighed myself again at this time and age. I just know that my size 10 uniform trousers were falling off me. Everything just started to really feel extremely big, you know. I can remember it wasn't a good time. Eventually it sorted itself out. I don't know exactly, again, this is me, I can't remember exactly what happened, but eventually it just stopped. And then eventually I was able to start building up an appetite again, and then I kind of sat at a nice comfy 9 stone until I was 19. That's when the weight started going back on slowly. I don't exactly know why the weight started to go back on when I was 19. I can't think of a particular change. I mean, my boyfriend dumped me at the time, but I don't think that was related because I didn't start eating more because of him. In fact, I think I ate less. I don't know, I think it just became a case of I started ordering like the small pizza on the way home. I used to live right next to a pizza place. I actually did quite nice pizzas, and it was like £5 for a small pizza. So I used to finish college. I think that was it, because I used to go to college and I used to stay longer. But then when I went into the second year of college when I was 19, I was finishing at 12 p.m. So I was going home. I was ordering a pizza on the bus, getting off the bus, and collecting it, and then walking home because it was literally only 50 feet away. And then that was it. And I was doing that pretty much every day I was at college, and I was at college like 4 days a week, so that wasn't very good. And then, I don't know, I think my appetite just started building back up a little bit too much. I really can't place it. I just remember weighing myself one day and seeing I had gained a stone. I was like 10 stone 7. Like, normally I'm 9 stone. I used to be like 9 stone 3, and then I was like 10 stone 7. So yeah, I gained like, well, just over a stone. I didn't really know what had happened. And then my mom made a point where she went, well, if you want to start losing weight, I would start doing it now before it gets any worse. And she was correct. Because she was saying to me, my older sister, Charlotte, has been like this herself for years as well, where she was always just in a normal weight, and then suddenly she's went up to like 15 stone, and now she struggles to get it down. She always loses a pound, like a stone here and there, and then eventually it goes back on. So my mom was saying that to me, like, you don't want to be like Charlotte, who's now like insert weight here, and she's always crying whenever she tries on her clothes. And I'm like, okay. See, but then I thought, oh, it's probably just because I'm on the pill, because I had just gone on the pill as well in the summer before. So this was like in January, February time, and I went on the pill in the summer beforehand. So I came off it, because at the time I wasn't dating anybody anymore. My boyfriend broke up with me in January, so I thought, I'll come off it because I don't need it anymore. Maybe that will help me lose the weight. But at the same time that I'd made a decision, I had also was eating healthier. And then I saw, like, I lost like 5 pounds. I don't really know how long. I can't remember. I just remember weighing myself, and I was 10 stone 2, and I went, that's probably because I came off the pill and then just went back to eating how I was before, thinking it'll be fine now. I can eat whatever I want again. I'm like, that was a bad move. You don't understand how much I wish I could go back to 19-year-old me and be like, bitch, no. Put the fucking pizza down. If you just keep what you like. I think all I was doing was eating healthy and doing like exercises in my room, like lunges and stuff. Like 10 minutes worth of exercises in my room every day. And yeah, then I can't remember fully. I can just remember doing the exercises because I remember it really hurt my knees because I was doing it on like this really uncomfortable like carpet in my room. It wasn't fun. Yeah, so yeah, I really want to go back to me and be like, just keep doing what you're fucking doing. and you would literally be back to 9 stone 3 in like a month. Look at me now. And then that's been the case, like, me repeat, like, I suppose I'll give you a bit of my backstory. Not that anyone really cares, but I'll tell it anyway. So yeah, this was 2015 when that started happening, yeah. Because I started uni the same year in September, and that made it just worse. Because eventually, by the end of the summer of 2015, I had gone up to a size 12 again, because I didn't want to be. I kept denying, even though all my size 10 trousers and things didn't fit me anymore. I was like, no, it's fine, it's fine, it's fine. And then my mum, when we were in New Look, which is a clothing shop, if you don't know, was like, go get a size 12 and try it on, like these skinny jeans, because I know they'll fit you better than the size 10, because the size 10 don't fit you anymore. And I did, and I tried them on, and they looked and fit me better, and I was like, fuck. They do fit me so much better. She's not wrong. Like, I literally couldn't even fit in the size 10s. It was annoying at the time. So then I went to uni, and it just got worse. I made friends with because then I had complete control over my food. Not that I didn't really before, you know, because I was a teenager. My mum didn't really boss me around or anything. She made dinner, but most of the time I was in charge of my own food. So when I moved to uni, it was just up to me, and you know what? I ended up making friends with a girl called Liz, who is now like one of my best friends in the whole world. And we used to just order pizza, like, or Domino's pizza, like 3-4 times a week together, because it was just like, because what happened is we were mates, and then one time I made her dinner, and one time she made me dinner, and then eventually we just started making dinner together. Like, we would start shopping food, you know, like, we were doing a full shop, and we were like, okay, so we'll have spaghetti bolognese on Tuesday, we'll have sausage and mash on, like, you know, we started cooking together and whatever. And then so we would order pizza together, and then we did it repeatedly. And then I was getting, when we were shopping, I was getting all the food I wanted, all the food shopping. I was like, okay, I'm gonna get myself a shit ton of vanilla corners with the vanilla and chocolate balls in them. I'm gonna get myself fuck tons of fizzy drink and chocolate and crisps, whatever. I'll get it all. And then yeah, I remember I weighed myself. I don't know how we ended up with a scale. I can't remember, because we didn't have a scale, like a weighing scale in our bedrooms or anything. I think maybe Liz bought one. Hard to remember. So this was in 2016, I think. Yeah. The beginning of it, I just had to weigh myself, and I was 11.5 stone. And I was like, oh, gross, disgusting. And I didn't even look that bad, realistically. But, you know, I realised I let it spar, so I did for 2 weeks, like, exercises. Again, I was doing, like, those YouTube videos, you know, like aerobics workout for 30 minutes, blah, blah, blah. And then, but, like, not really, like, kind of cutting my diet, but not, like, enough. You know what I mean? I was still consuming a lot of calories. And so when I went and weighed myself, because I was going to give myself 2 weeks to find out if I had lost weight. So when I came back in 2 weeks' time, I was weighing at the exact same. 11.5 stone. So I was mad, thinking, well, none of this worked, so I'm just going to stop. So I did. I stopped weighing again until the summer of 2016. Yeah. So we moved out of our student accommodation in the first year of June. So in June. And then we moved in with another girl called Liz as well. Confusing. So we'll call the other girl Lizzie, and my best friend is Liz. We're going to get confused. And we obviously brought scales with us, and I decided to weigh myself again. This is in August. And I was like 13 stone something. I can't remember the exact number. It just said 85 kilos, which I think works out to like 13 stone 5 or something. So then I was like, this is really bad, because I wasn't fitting in a lot of my size 12 clothes anymore, any of my jeans now. So I was like, I do not want to go up another size. So I went and I started exercising. I started going on the exercise bike for 30 minutes, 3 times a week. I completely cut out all the crap. All of it. I was eating super healthy. And I was losing 4 pounds a week. I was doing really good. I think I got down to 11.5 stone. And then I continued to... Don't know what happened. Oh, I got a job. So I couldn't I didn't want to cycle as much anymore because I was always tired, so I didn't really cycle anymore, maybe like once a week at most, or for half an hour. And then we made friends with the store manager, me and Liz, because we both worked in the same little corner shop, and we kept going out to eat all the bloody time. So I managed to not actually gain any weight very much, because I think I was still busy like running around at my job and still doing the cycling once or twice a week, and so I managed to maintain at 11 stone 7. It's when I moved home in 2018, April 2018, yeah, is when it went bad. So I moved back home because I was in my last year of uni, and I'd already done most of everything I needed to do, and I figured there was no point staying in my house anymore. I might as well move back home, you know? Like, our lease was nearly up anyway, and most of my uni work was done. I ended up going back home, and it just went worse. Like, it doesn't make any sense, because I shouldn't have been doing worse. I should have been doing better, because now I used to live for uni. I used to live in a really hilly town. You couldn't really go running or jogging if you hated hills, because everything was a hill. So I was like, oh, I can't wait to move back home. There's this really nice like jogging route I can take, and it's completely flat and it's really scenic and nice. So I was doing that. That didn't really last very long. I started trying to do Body Boss, which was it's like this 12-week fitness program. I think I ended up stopping in like week 4, maybe even week 3, can't remember. And then ended up just gaining and gaining and gaining. And then in, what year is it? 2020. Yeah, okay, so I just had to mentally pace myself. I decided to start Slimming World with my sister in, I think it was either August or September of 2018. And I was like 13 stone. I was either 13 stone 5 or 13 stone 3, I can't remember. And then, but at that weekend, because we would go every Thursday, but I was going away that weekend that I started to Alton Towers, which is a theme park in England, and we ate shit all weekend even. I mean, I managed to lose weight because I also did like 1 billion steps a day, because you're walking around a theme park or running around. Sometimes to just get to like a ride, only has like a 30-minute wait or whatever, and then just continued to spiral from there. Down, like not down, like I lost like a couple pounds and then gained, kind of would lose, sometimes would gain, would lose, sometimes would gain. I got a gym membership that lasted like a couple weeks before I stopped going. And then, yeah, I ended up, I think by Christmas I was like 13 stone. I'm not sure, maybe like 13 stone 10, yeah. So I wasn't doing actually too bad, and then in May of 2019, I quit Slimming World because I was moving up to Scotland. And by then I had pretty much, was at about 13 stone 13, like on the edge of 14 stone. And just quit it because I was like, oh, there's no point in me continuing in it, I'm moving away. And then, yeah, all of last year, I just ended up eating crap. Which didn't make any sense, because when I moved into this flat, we have a gym attached to the flat complex. And I would, like no excuses, like a free gym that I could use whenever I like, 24 hours, because it's just literally a room with some gym equipment in it. So I had the key to, we all have a key to in this building, and I could use it whenever I wanted, and I just still wouldn't do it. I would do it a couple of times. What it was is I wouldn't mind doing it, but I wouldn't give up the food. I would still keep eating and eating and eating and eating whatever I wanted, because I remember trying again near some point in the summer of last year. I was trying again. I was exercising, blah blah blah, but I wasn't losing any weight. In fact, I was still gaining. And I was like, oh, I don't know why. And I was like, thinking to myself, like, yes, you do. You're still eating shit. You think that, oh, it's okay. I did like all these exercises. I went on the treadmill and then the bike and then this and that. I'm gonna eat whatever I want. Like, no, that's not what you should do. So yeah, I ended up doing that, and that wasn't the best move either. It was only when so in December, the beginning of December, I decided to start these diet pills that were prescripted to me. They are called Orlistat, and they were like, basically they binded to the fat in your food, or bounded? I don't know the word. And like just made it, like it stopped it from sort of being absorbed, made it just get pooped out basically. Nice. So you would have to do is for every meal you had to eat under 15 grams of fat for it to work. So that's what I would do, and that's what started it off at the beginning of December. And I would start at 14 stone 10, and then I think I got down to like 14 stone 5 by Christmas. And then, because it wasn't so bad, it was a big capsule though, which I wasn't a big fan of. And then I didn't eat them over Christmas or take the pill over Christmas because it was Christmas, everyone's going to eat a bit of crap. I got to have like that a couple of days of nice yumminess, which was fine. So that was Christmas and Boxing Day, but then I didn't end up starting it again because by the time I thought to start it, I had got my throat infection and, wasn't eating didn't eat for the rest of the month, so I didn't eat for like the last week of Christmas, like of December. And then that's when I ended up starting. By then, because I hadn't eaten, I weighed myself. I can't remember what day, but it's the beginning of January. I weighed myself and I had lost like 5 pounds just in that week from where I didn't eat. Which I feel like probably more. I probably got it wrong, I don't know. But I just remember weighing exactly 14 stone and I was like, whoop. And then that's when I decided to start, because I fucked up my appetite and everything. I thought this is a great time to start FitnessPal and be honest about it. Because I used to start it, but then I was very active so I could get as many calories as possible when I wasn't active at all. So then I set it to not active or not very active, whatever the lowest option was. And yeah, now it's been going great since, losing like 2 to 2.5 pounds a week. And yeah, that's obviously, you guys know the rest. I don't know why I decided to have this random story time, but it was sitting in my head and I thought, well, you know what? Let's just get it out there in the world, shall we? Hopefully, I'll continue to keep going in the right direction. What's the word I'm looking for? My record doesn't seem to show that, considering I have fucked up at least like 3 or 4 times in the last couple of years, but I'm feeling fairly confident in this option. Hopefully, I don't want to say hopefully, it will work out. Hopefully it gives me an option to say, well, I only said hopefully, it did mean it might, it doesn't mean I might quit. Like, no, there's no quitting. We're back in the game and it's gonna work. And I'm gonna be, I don't want to say nice and thin because that just sounds rude, but I'm gonna be where I want to be by the end of this year. It's happening. Watch this space. That sounds so fucking stupid. Okay, I'll see you guys later. Bye.